As a CARICOM national, I have the right to live and work in another CARICOM member state hassle-free. But in order to do so, I need to get a certificate of recognition of CARICOM skills qualification from the competent authority. In Barbados, that agency is the Barbados Accreditation Council at Manor Lodge. So let's find out how to get a CARICOM skills certificate.
So any citizen of the 13 CARICOM nation states, they can qualify for a CARICOM Skills Certificate.
There are quite a number of classifications of persons who are allowed to move freely.
So the 12 categories, these are graduate, holder of associate degree or comparative qualification, musician, media worker, sports person, teacher, nurses, you have agricultural workers, household domestics, security guards, artists, and artisans.
And here's what you need to do to get your certificate.
So the procedure is very simple. Once persons have completed their application form, and even before they get to that stage, we usually advise applicants to view our website or even come into the office and get a copy of our guidelines. The guidelines assist applicants in identifying which category they would like to apply under, and also gives very particular specific information on the requirements, the documentation that may be required for those particular categories. Once the applicant has completed their application form, they can come into the council, present those documents to our officers, and once accepted and everything is in place, the application process then commences. We then do our quality assurance checks, making sure that the qualifications and all the documents submitted are valid. And once that's completed, the application is approved and the applicant is then contacted to receive their skill certificate.
You will need a number of documents.
So the general documents which are required by all applicants are the completed application form, and this form must be signed and stamped by a Justice of the Peace as assigned by the Government of Barbados or a notary public. They're also required to submit in original form their birth certificate, proof of status as a CARICOM national, their qualifications, 2 passport size photos, their passport, the 2 professional references, and the application fee of $100.
The application process will be completed in a very short time frame.
So the process takes a minimum of 7 working days. And we say a minimum because on average it would take about 7 days from the submission of your application to collecting your certificate. But there are instances where we may have to do further quality assurance checks that can extend the time period, or for some categories, applicants may have to undergo assessments as part of their application process, and that also extends the time of the process.
And here are some other important points you need to know about the process.
So for one, a person can have an agent submit the application on their behalf. What would be required is that the applicant would need to be a part of the process, either at the beginning or the end. So when I say the beginning, it would be at the initial stage of submitting the application, and for the end, it would be to collect the certificate. We just need to have sight of the person who would be actually applying for the particular skill certificate. We also have persons who may already have skill certificates when they come to Barbados, and they will just need to go through what we call a verification process. And what is required for that would be the skill certificate in original form, 2 passport size photos, and the application fee as well of $100. We also want to make sure that persons remember to be proactive when applying for the skill certificate. Many times we have persons who apply after they've gotten the job, after they've gotten the interview, or at the point of the interview when it's required. And then it's pressure for them because they want to make sure they have it in time in the event that they have to travel.
So now you know how to go about applying for a CARICOM Skills Certificate from the Barbados Accreditation Council. So for more details, give them a call at 535-6740 or email info@bac.gov.bb. So drop us a line at howto@gisbarbados.gov.bb.